She remembered Mom. She was really nice. They come to your car and talk to you and sign you in. But here's our thing.
Nice spot.
Yeah. Here's the map.
It's a whole lot better than I thought it was.
Yeah. Isn't that neat?
Ooh, I hope we get to see a bear or two while we're back here.
Minnie and River would be like, what in the world? Yeah. I was hoping we'd be back in the back or something. So
Me too. I wanted to be back toward the hills and the trees and stuff. You know, I think I told her though that we preferred not to be near a pool and stuff.
oh, good. We just took them away from all them trees and stuff. I felt bad about that. Oh, this is pretty nice. Oh, Sunday. Automatic. We haven't used these, but this is what it looks like. So I can't tell you what the pressure is like. I don't see anybody in here. I'm gonna try and hurry. Wow. Oh, it's wet. Somebody's been in here. It's nice. Yeah, looks good. It's pretty too. So I had to finish filming because a bunch of people started coming in. But one problem I had with it is they put a smoking spot right at the entrance of it, so you have to walk through people's smoke, and oh my gosh, that is so miserable. Because when I was going in, somebody was standing there smoking. It was awful. So that's maybe not a good idea to do that. If they want to actually put those in, they should put designated areas for that, out of the way of like public areas like this. So yeah, that's not good. They need to rethink things like that for places like this. But yeah, it was nice in there. Very good. And then when it's not raining at some point, I'll show the outside areas because they look nice too. Up around the building since campers are going that way. But we came up around the building when we checked in anyway. Up in the resort that's with it, you can get a breakfast buffet for, what was it, $10? $10. And it looks decent, I guess, for a breakfast buffet. We don't eat breakfast buffets. And then they have lunch and dinner. I think it was dinner.
Yeah.
And that looks pretty good too. That you can quarter. Isn't that pretty? I like that. And then they're gonna have pickleball over here. We don't really know what pickleball is. That kind of looks like tennis meets ping pong. But they're gonna have that put in. Cornhole over there. Got a big old pool over here. Their dog park isn't very big. I don't really want to record.
It's called Margaritaville.
Margaritaville? Record it, but there's the pool.
You said the hot time's 104.
Yeah.
And the pool is 75, I believe.
And there's been people in it, even though it's been snowy and rainy.
This is where you come in.
Yeah, right here. And they give you a
Your
tag.
camper, you come up that way.
Yeah, they give you a tag so they can keep track of you, and a little wristband so if you go into the places, they can make sure that you're staying here.
I forgot to put mine on.
Well, we ain't been going in the buildings and stuff. But the people are nice, and there's somebody in there all hours of the day.
You just park on this side, or you want to go around to the campers? I got that whole area down through there too.
Yep, all through there.
Here. You can see the playground from here.
Bears, snakes, and parrots are on property. There's kiddos playing over there. There's the playground. And it's sat in a spot to hang out. It's pretty good. I just want to show the kiddos. But Mom was looking at these drains that go down. Isn't that neat for the rain to go? Water to drain down? That's pretty cool. Well, the shower seems to work pretty strongly, but that one toilet seems to be possessed because it just keeps going off, and it's freaky. Any kiddos. Laundry room. Look at this laundry room. Fancy. How much? I don't know how to figure out how much it is. Maybe Mom knows. Oh wow, look at that. That's nice. Some campers were all lined up there. Oh yeah, this is where you can store things, trailers and stuff.
And look, they've got stuff out.
Yeah, you're not supposed to stick anything in your yard. No dog pens, no lights or anything.
No flags, no nothing.
Yeah, you're not supposed to have lights running at night. Here's some parking spaces, which come in handy because the spots are small. They try to tell you that they have some big spots for bigger campers like fifth wheels, and then some smaller spots for ones like ours. But you'll notice when people come in that they got their fifth wheels and then they still can't fit their trucks in next to them. So, I don't know. I think it's just excuses because all the spots are kind of small and you see everybody struggling to fit their stuff all into each spot.
Especially if they have like golf carts and stuff like that. They can't park there. They have to
Yeah,
leave
and
their golf carts.
almost everybody has a golf cart anymore.
Yeah.
It is fun because you can hear the Dollywood train going every day, like all day. From right here, I don't know if you can over there, but you can right here. But their roads are very confusing when you're trying to enter and exit because when you start exiting, they don't have a sign for exit this way. They have like a entrance only sign or something, but they have an arrow pointing out the entrance, but they also have a way to go out that way, so they need to be more clear what ways you can enter and exit up there. I don't know. They are still new, so maybe they'll get the hang of it at some point. I don't know.
And every single road goes the same way. There's no two-way roads.
Yeah.
It's you have to go that way.
You end up waiting behind a bunch of fifth wheels and A classes a lot of the time.
It's beyond crazy.
Yeah, but see how we're parked all crooked in front of our camper.
Fixing to hook up the hitch and stuff.
Yeah, we're gonna be hanging out in the road, but we'll have to. Hey, here's our spot at Margaritaville Campground. Camp Margaritaville. I'm not sure. What's it called? Camp Margaritaville?
Camp Margaritaville.
Camp Margaritaville. And see how we have to park? Kind of crooked. Well, usually we're not sticking out that much, but you know, about to hook up. We were parking backed in right here, but it has this big like rut right here, like allergies. Like a camper had pulled in and messed it up, or maybe it just never got fixed. I don't know. But I almost kept breaking my ankle every time I get out of the car. So I had to pull in this way and stuff. But you do get a nice concrete area. It isn't like flat or anything, so you do have to keep adjusting your camper. We thought it was going to be like perfectly level, so that was a little frustrating. Oh yeah, trash pickup. What was it? I forget.
8 to 10 o'clock.
Oh, 8 to 10 o'clock. They pick it up at your site, so that's awesome. We love it when people do that. That's very handy.
It says specifically nothing is to be left outside of your vehicle or your camper at night because of the animals.
Yeah. That's really nice for areas like this, for them to not like have a big trash bin or anything to throw it into. That way no animals are getting into it. To have them just do trash pickup at the site. They had that at that landing place we were staying at, and it was just really nice. We got these picnic tables. We liked it too. It's a nice picnic table. It wasn't too bad to lift up and move back further.
It's got this little dandy area behind it to
Yeah, I kind of like that too.
put stuff on.
And then they've got this. I don't know. Is it made like this so you don't back up all the way? I don't really know what this is here for.
Probably, but mostly they probably just use this as a storage thing. Store bikes and things like that behind your camper.
Oh, that's why they put this big.
Yeah, that's to keep you from going back further because you don't want to hit another camper.
Yeah. So that causes your spot to be a little smaller, but I don't know. I kind of like that. That was pretty neat. And it also helps you like keep everything a little bit more square too, you know. I just wish the spot was a little more wide, maybe a little bit longer, a little bit more wide, just a little bit more. And then over here on the side, see, everything's all squished together, which isn't too bad, but it kind of gives you more of an idea how small it is, because a lot of the times everything is more spread out when I show it. See how new it all is? So neat. And the spots aren't super close. That's nice too. They got new trees. And they got all kinds of rules, not leaving your dogs in the campers, not putting them out in the playpens, and no lights on running on your campers. Like this neighbor had such bright lights on their camper, because I know the last campground we were at, I had a neighbor who had a bright light that just shined through the window so bright, and he was next to us for 2 or 3 weeks, and it was so bad. And they had a bright light too, but they only had it on while they were gone, and then as soon as they got back in the camper, they shut it off. So it's a good rule. I like that rule. I don't mind like yard lights, because you know they're pretty muted, but man, those bright lights on the campers, oh my gosh, they just shine right through your eyelids. And then you got pretty nice campfire rings. Of course, we're here right after like the fires have been happening and stuff, so they've had rules against having fires. So it's a nice campground. It's just got some flaws here and there. Really nice people running it, but I gotta say, we were here during the rod run stuff, and as much as I love the cars, I really do love all of those vehicles. Woo! Having them in this campground, making noise all hours of the day, including like 3 a.m. That can drive you crazy. So if you like your sleep or you like your quiet, yeah, you might want to stay out of town if that's happening. We weren't aware that it was rod run time when we came here. It was very fun to get into town and see them, but having them in the same space as you, maybe not so much. So yeah, a little warning for that, because we had them all around us going all the time. So yeah, rod run weekend, can't really recommend that unless you like that noise. So that's the spots. I wanted to say that it can also, I wanted to say that it's also a 30 or 50 amp hookup, and that they have their own internet. The internet works pretty decent when not a lot of people are on it. So I used it on like my phone, my iPad and stuff, and it worked pretty good compared to some other campgrounds we stayed at.
She's showing her stuff, ain't she?
Mm-hmm. Too many days of bad weather. Margaritaville. I'm coming back to record this one. I just recorded another one and we never recorded Margaritaville. Okay, Margaritaville. We were excited to stay here because we love staying at the resorts. We were excited to stay at Margaritaville Campground. What do we think about it? The internet worked. About the internet, it worked at night if you're one of the very few people on it. Otherwise, it never worked. You would think that it did for such a new fancy campground, but it doesn't. The bathrooms are pretty nice. The showers look like they're great, but we never used them. But they look really great. locks were broken on everything. But
It's a brand new place.
that seems to be the problem with Pigeon Forge. Everything, like all the campgrounds, like at least the newer ones, if they put locks on things, they end up broken.
The thing I had a problem with was they had directions to get into the park.
Mm-hmm.
They had no directions to get out of the park because you was going one way in, and then where they wanted you to go out, who knows?
Yeah.
You had to drive around and find it.
Yeah, they need to put like signs up for which way to go each way and stuff, go in and out. That it's very confusing because it seems like you're going to get in different ways. Because they also have like the little resort at the bottom that you can stay in. So,
And the concrete pads are really nice. They give
Yeah.
you nice concrete pads.
but they're small.
But some of them, ours didn't, because we could back into it easy. But some of them across from us, they had a culvert in front of them for the drainage, and they had to go up over that culvert and get into their spot. So you
Yeah.
were going into a ditch and then up.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I wouldn't have done it.
Yeah, but and they kept saying, "Oh, we're going to put you in this spot because you've got the smaller setup, and then we've got bigger setups." And then we went around the campground and looked around, and it looked like every spot was small to us.
There's hardly any room at all to get your vehicle on the pad with your camper.
Mm-hmm.
None of them. I never seen a one unless they had a little tiny car that could fit.
Yeah, like the fifth wheels. Well, you'll see in the video, but the fifth wheels and their trucks, it was just impossible. There might have been a couple here and there that fit together, but they like had to squeeze in and to be able to walk on the concrete to get into their camper. They're gonna have to like squeeze between their vehicle or walk in the grass, which can be dangerous because, like on our spot, there was still ruts in the ground from either where it was, because it's still fairly new, where it just hasn't filled in yet, or maybe somebody has, because it's small, the camper or a truck has run through there and dug out that ditch, and I rolled my ankle in that one day trying to get in and out. So it's dangerous walking through there. But I don't think we ever lost electricity at that spot. It's a good thing we got that thing because we've lost electricity at a lot of campgrounds lately.
And they had trash pickup at your side.
Yeah,
So that
that's
was
great.
nice.
Yeah, we love having that.
They said that there's a restaurant in the resort
Mm-hmm.
that you can go and do like a buffet breakfast for like $10 or something, but we never.
Yeah, we never did that. We don't really do buffet things. But they have a lunch and dinner, I think, too. So they look decent. But what else did they have? I don't know.
They had a nice looking playground for the kids.
Oh yeah, that looked really nice.
They were still doing construction stuff. The pool looked nice. They were
Oh
still
yeah,
doing
they had a lot of people in the
construction.
pool. And it was still chilly and people were in that pool. They're crazy. And there was somebody at all hours in up at the guard thing. So the people running it and stuff were great. But it needs some, I don't know. We were looking forward to it, but
It'd be interesting to stay in another one and see how it
Yeah.
compares to that one.
I don't think I would stay at that one again, but I'd try another one just to see.
There's better campgrounds in Pigeon Forge.
Yeah, definitely. We just, because I'm taping this later, we just stayed at a way better campground.
Right.
I really loved the
We're going back
campground.
to it.
Yeah, we're going back to it. But that video will be up later. But it was really good. But I'd stay at a different Margaritaville campground to see what it's like, but probably not at this one. No. Yeah, probably not at this one.
Especially when they charge so much money.
Yeah, mostly it's because them spots are so small. That drove me crazy.
We had like, well, you can't see it, but maybe a foot and a half between the camper and the car to get around it.
Yeah, I think I tried to show it in the video.
Back it way up just to try and get it off the road.
It was hook up at night so we're not rushed in the morning or making a lot of noise in the morning too. So at night we had it hooked up and like the car was sticking out during the night in the middle of the drive. So imagine a fifth wheel needing to hook up at night so they can leave early in the morning. Their truck's going to be sticking out way out in the middle of the road. They're just going to have to deal with it, I guess. I don't know. So yeah, that one was middle of the road to we wouldn't stay there. Yeah. So it was a good try. At least we got to try it.
Gave it a good try.
So we tried all the Margaritaville spots in Pigeon Forge. We haven't done Gatlinburg, but Pigeon Forge.